All right. What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the Super Metroid opening. If you can hear me, yeah. And yeah. So this is the very first thing you hear when you play the game, and yeah, I had to get Chris to make me a MIDI of this one because it wasn't really working too well. So, and it seems that we have some kind of weird tempo issue here. See, everything's kind of drifting. Nothing's really on the beat that it's actually playing at. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's just play the track as it originally is. Whoops. Okay. New Sonic 3 mixes. No, that's not really. I've heard Sonic 3. It's mostly just synthy stuff. It's not really like anything that would be enhanced by restoring, I feel. So let's see, what have we got? First off, I know we've got a lot of synth strings, and then we've got this hi-hat sound, which we have. That's actually, yes, that's definitely a hi-hat sound that's kind of lowered. It's just played in a lower register, like so. Like that. And as well, we have a synth bell patch, which I've recreated using Citrus. And yeah. Like that. And now, what else do we have? I think that's pretty much it. Let me listen to it again. There's that thing, whatever that is. I think that's just the strings patch again. No, wait. It's probably not. What is that? Sample 124. So that would be. Oh, that's that synth bass patch. I think, or the synth lead patch. I think I have already. I think I've recreated it. So that would be this right here. That would be all the way down here, these low registers. Yep, that sounds right. Okay, what else do we have? Just loops after that. So it's really slimmed down as far as instruments go. We only have 4 instruments, and yeah, the rest is just it's just a lot of notes and a lot of really automation. So what we're gonna tackle first is the first channel, which is those high strings. Now that's represented by these two right here, this one and its echo. So, and what happens is like all of this whole song is like incredibly, it's just barely off sync, off tempo. The tempo being represented, normally it would be like dum, 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 it would be on these beats right here, but for some reason it's not, like the tempo has been allowed to drift. The actual tempo I've calculated it is 110. So that's not accurate, and so rather than just stretch everything at once, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to copy this. Oops, copy, not cut. Let me go and put it in a patch. Let's call this strings, and I'm going to put this in the synth strings. Now sort of let me try and stretch this, see if I can stretch it and make it where it's like accurately representing the tune. Actually, this is the tempo says is calculated as 110, but what it actually is 55, because it's very slow. It's very slow tempo. So let's take it down to 55. Let's stretch it in half, which is half of 13 would be 6.5. 6.5, yeah. Now we can see that it's hitting on all 4 quarter notes, basically. But now we have to stretch it to be exactly 4 quarter notes. And so if we stretch it out like that, we see that it actually does start to slow down in the composition. The composition does slow down, so see, we have everything aligned here, mostly. Stretching out does change some of the beats, like because we're working with such small increments, but it does actually slow down a bit. And so what we want to do is I want to make sure that this kind of find something to snap at. I think what we want to do is all these ones that are actually at the right thing, let's go and quantize them. Quantize start times anyway. And then we can see all these are like kind of at, they'll all have a envelope anyway, so they won't really need to, it doesn't really matter what it says. But yeah, so this is an actual slow down bit. And what happens is we also have a delay that happens, which is a delay of, seems like there's a quarter, or maybe it's in thirds. No, it's not quite in thirds, but it's like a little over a step. So we have like almost a step's worth of decay, or a little more than a step's worth of decay, except for this one. Like not all of them seem to be not all of them seem to be the same. So if I go take all this, put it down to the beginning, see, yeah, the changes are there. But I'm going to say those are too small to really matter. Basically, it's just a little over a step. So if we listen to it, it's like that. It's basically a step. So we can just do a step because it sounds in time. So what we want to do is take the contact instrument and put it to channel 1. And then, let's see, put a delay on it. Delay of 1 step. But actually, we're in time. So, and it's the envelope, we have to work on the envelope. So the envelope down here, it's a normal strings as the patch starts. But we don't want very much attack. We want a little bit of attack, and we want it to kind of release. So, it's not really doing... Oh, that's because it's sustained. So we want it to... But I think, actually, we can let the release go. Let's say discard... Let's go discard lengths. So if you go to edit and do discard lengths, you can make it like just where it... Let's take down the release. Let's actually make the lengths even smaller. Let's go discard lengths again. Now we can extend the release out again. But now, see, the only problem is we have too much delay. We only want like one notable. Yeah, there we go. And then we can go let's do, so get a stereo spread on it, get some diffusion. See, the time kind of shuffles at the end. You can hear it audibly. And also, we want it to be a little more muffled than that. We want the low pass. Let's take up the low pass a little bit. Let's also make it louder to make up for the low pass. Don't forget the heavy breathing. Yeah, the heavy breathing is actually the hi-hat pitched down. Or maybe you could do that yourself. I could do that myself, but that wouldn't be the original sound. This is the original sound right here. Basically it. It's a little bit different, but you should do some Nintendo 64 stuff someday. The Nintendo 64 is a different technical process, and there's also not much compression on the 64, so it kind of shines through. But someone named El Spyro already does the Nintendo 64 stuff, I believe. I haven't listened to many of her stuff, so I don't really know. I mean, I've heard it briefly, and it sounds really good. She has her own way of doing it. Let's see. You talk Spanish? Not very well. I do, but not very well. I can't really say much except for the simple stuff. Sounds like a crash. It's a hi-hat. Let's just take. A crash is basically a huge hi-hat cymbal. The cymbals look very much the same, therefore they sound very much the same. So because a crash looks like a big hi-hat, it sounds like a big hi-hat too. Anyway. I think that something I want to do to elevate it is make sure that the hi-hat, that the cutoff here, it sort of automates with the volume, because there's volume increases on this. Let me see. So let me tell Contact to learn its a MIDI automation and go to general purpose controller. See, now this one will control the cutoff here. So when we need this, we just automate this. Even with that, though, it doesn't totally, there we go. That's kind of the envelope level we want. So now, there we go. Now, what we want next is to, what do we want next? I'm having trouble thinking here. So I think that what we want, what we want next is to map out the volume that's happening here. See, we have some, it's kind of fading in. So let's count how many bars we get before it goes full volume. There's 4 notes to a bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 notes to a full bar. That means that, 15 notes before it hits the top. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So it reaches full velocity right here. Thanks for the work. You should do so. Wait, yeah. And then we have that going on. And then it also kind of like it does something with a note, like it does some extra stuff without the master fader. Okay, so 1, 2, here, let me close the window real quick. So we have 1 bar, 3 bars, 2 bars, 4, so it reaches like full velocity if we go by our ears, because obviously there's something else going on here. It reaches full velocity at bar 4, then it goes back down. Watch. Ooh, it's hot in here. Actually, I'm going to leave that window open because it's way too hot in here. Okay, so we got, comes in, and it goes back down. Goes way back down. going back down again. So that sounds like it. I just wish it needs to go even louder than that. So let me take up the max volume to like really loud. Let me take it all the way back down here. So let me check on that last part, because that last part's very intricate. I think what happens is it starts going back up with this note right here. Or maybe even this note, and then it hits the top really fast. Perfect. I think we'll want to like get kind of detailed on that later, but yeah, that's good enough for now. It doesn't like we'll have to like do the EQ on very detailed like, and all right. What's up, Xavier? What's up, Ricardo? Welcome. Is your next project Super Metroid OST? Yeah, this is the project that's been going on for a while now. Yeah, alright, so now the next part we've got is so we have that fade in part, right? So let's go make a new empty one and find, well, actually let me copy the notes for that first that occur in this. Actually, I don't know which one is expressing which track right here. Oh wait, here we go. It's kind of, yeah, it kind of shows it. So this would be track 4. So let's go and find first empty and call this let's call this Whoosh effect. So now this is created by, I'm pretty sure, the hi-hat part. Oh, it's created by 2 different things. This one's created by it's still the hi-hat, I think, because 28 is, yeah, 28's the hi-hat. Yeah. Oh man, it froze. Oh no, I gotta take a shot. Alright, first shot of the day. Ooh. It'll wake you up in the morning. Alright, so now let me just open this up real quick. Now the pitch bend on that hi-hat, which is gracefully, the accurate one was provided to me by Chris. So this is 8 plus 840 cents. So do that and copy that, and actually I forgot to copy the an actual note too. So let's go. It's gonna have all that space in it, so we just go select, cut all these bars, and then we go and paste the, or go and grab the note. There's only one there, so let's copy and paste it. And it's way too high, so because I remember the notes are stored at a much higher frequency. So let's take it down 2 octaves. Let me listen to it. So I think that's still not wide enough of a. I think it's, or maybe it's just knocked it too high. I think it's not really the right pitch bend. So I think I have to scale it a little bit. Alright, thanks for that donation. Alright, so we have a... But I think also the note starts before that, because remember we have a bunch of timing issues, so let me give it to... You can insert a little space. And so since now I can kind of hear the pitch that it plays at, or the octave that it plays in. And remember, I think we only really want it to play for, let's see, I think we only want it to play for one quarter note, and then that's kind of it. So let me go and make sure that it only plays as far as it sustains. Cool. That sounds pretty right. Yeah. So now we just need some attack on it. So let's give it a little bit of attack. It sounds kind of like it does a pitch bend in the beginning too. No, it doesn't. It starts at, as you can see, the number stays the same, and it starts very low. It starts at a static pitch. And that sounds like the right pitch right there. Now there is it sounds like there is like a little bit of a filter effect on it because it's being compressed. So let's see what we can do about that. We can also, what we can do to kind of elevate this is like raise that filter, like sort of like start it without a filter and then open it up. So let's go to the cutoff, note cutoff, and go, okay, so this is, That's too much. I don't need that. There we go. That's better. Much better. Okay, now, so the other part of this effect, we're kind of doing both these channels jointly. So it's a, looks like it's that bass sound. 24. Yeah, it's that bass. So that bass is introducing itself with like a pitch bend downward. So if you enable both of these, see, it's almost like it's going into the bass, like it's leading up to the bass. So let's start a new channel. Let's call this bass. And then we're going to grab whatever note that is. I'm going to say, hey, copy this, and we're going to put it in the synth lead, which is actually being played as a bass here. Let's quantize it, and let's say, hey, this is an introduction, so we're going to add a time marker and say that the bar, like the downbeat, starts here. So, and then what we're going to do is go back and copy the pitch bend that occurs. Let's make sure that we use the pencil so it allows us to snap. Let's snap at a bar. So we want to select this bar exactly. Actually, no, we don't want to select this bar exactly because the time is all messed up. So what we want to do is approximately where it starts, copy, and let's give that bass, let's go into the pitch bend and paste it. Let's make sure that let's select none and then make sure to copy approximately where it starts. Actually, let's go in so we can select exactly where it starts. Cut it. But it doesn't really, I think we need to, I think we have it doesn't need to, hold on. It doesn't need to, it doesn't need to go all the way down to 12, because right now it's only really, not really doing much. Let me see. It should go down. It feels like it should go down a lot further. No, I think it's actually, well, it sounds like it's a lot more than it is because we have, this is a FL native plugin, so we have some attack on it. So this is an FL native plugin, so we can do note pitch bends, or note pitch bends here. So let's do it. It's also it's also kind of coming in, like shooting in with the attack. If you're on your phone, you probably won't even be able to hear that. Actually, I think I just have it all too low. And I think it also is not quite, because the pitch just sounds like it's not wrong. It's kind of wrong. So let's go all the way down to. Oh wait, I didn't even copy the pitch bend. What? Wait, the pitch bend is like not there. That's weird. So maybe what did I do with it? Maybe I copied it in the wrong channel. So what we need to do is, let's see. Where did I do that? Let me see if I have any automation in here whatsoever. Track 5, channel pitch. Yeah, I copied it there. That's good. Maybe that's let's see. It's supposed to stop here, so let me see. I think I need like a bar of like to take out this step. Wait, what? Oh, because I don't have the, hold on. Yeah, it should be a whole beat that I need this for. So now let's see how the, see now we do need that, let's paste the original one. Now it's right. And so now we can hear it kind of matches. Perfect, like that. Just like that. Now, man, it's hot. Yeah, it's hot in here. I'm in New York. It shouldn't be this hot. It's crazy. I don't have a, I need to get a fan. Anyway. So that sounds perfect. Now we have that synth bell line. So this goes like that. Like it goes in 2 channels. So that's this line right here. We have an echo here. And this echo is how many steps? So it's 1, 2, 3 steps. But this is 125. We want to do 55. So that would be 1.5 steps. And since I think we've actually been, the automation took it back to 125, so we actually want just half of this. We don't even want a whole quarter note. We want just like this. And we also need the envelope to be quicker. So what we got to do is just kind of improvise the range here. There we go. There we go. Now, for the bass, we have to also improvise that. So now we have this kind of going on. It stays the same for half of it. Let's go half here. So half of it's like this. Then we go back down here, and we go all the way down here. So that means we take this in half, sort of. Perfect. Okay, now we have this with a 1.5 delay on it. And these are chords, these two lines right here, so we just want dun, 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 dun. So it's a loop. And then we go first empty, let's say bills. And so drag this to the beginning here. Now we have 1.5 steps, that's good, so we want to remove all these, and we see that we have a drift too. So we want to make sure that these are at the beginning. And we also have them drifting out of time, so we want to quantize the, quantize everything. Take it down a couple octaves. And we also, we have the tempo, so we want to take it in half, take this in half as well. Quantize again. Now let's grab the other part of the chord. So it looks like we have, it's not actually a chord, it's just double octaves. But you can debate all you want whether that's a chord or not. And we have sort of a staccato envelope on it in the game, so what we want to do is create a staccato envelope, go to tempo, make sure it's calculated by the tempo. Now that's only going to be the first operator. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 outs here, so we want to copy this to all 3 outs, to all 4 outs. Like this, like this. But I kind of want it to be, let me make it a different speed for each of the operators so it has like sort of a live feeling instead of just all of them coming out at the same time. So now let's give it its filter. Let's use it the delay. So let's use it in Citrus we have effects. Let's give it a little bit of chorus as well while we're here. And I think there's reverb on it as well. Yeah, there is. Pretty cool. But I think those I think the reverb really brings out those high frequencies. So let's take the high cut. Is this upper or no? This is. So let's take down the high cut a lot, and let's take down the low cut. Yeah, there we go. Now let's give it some delay, and let's set the delay time to be, so you have 1 for 1 step and then 124 because it goes up to 48. And then the feedback, let's set it to really low. But why does it why is the delay voices so much brighter? That doesn't make sense. It's probably because of what we're doing. I don't know, something weird going on with that thing. So let's just give it a mixer track and let's do the delay in FL's mixer. So let's go 124. Get some stereo separation, get some spread, get a low level, get some cutoff. I thought that beeping truck was the game sound. Yeah, it's kind of awkward because I have a bunch of traffic sounds in the background. It's not that hot in Florida? Wow. The tables have turned. Global warming, huh? You're getting that heat wave. It's going to be 33. Oh, is that Celsius? Because I think that's pretty hot in Celsius, but it's very cold in Fahrenheit. Killer Instinct soundtrack, please. No, I can't do Killer Instinct. That's not really my style. But someone else can do Killer Instinct if they want. All my entire methods are laid out. So that's cool. Let me make sure the panning is right. Panning is center on all this. What about the strings? So the panning on the strings is, this one has to be all the way to the left. Well, yeah, 100% left. Which means that I think I'm going to use the same, actually no. This one can be like that. So all the way to the left, and then this one can be ping pong panning, so it'll go all the way to the left with the delay. Wait, oh wait, I did the wrong one. Wait, why is it going to infinity? Oh, because we're at 125 again somehow. I think this one has, yeah, this one still has that automation and it was messing with me somehow. And I forgot to take like half the timing for all this, so. Or I halved it too much. And I think I did too much on the, went too, yeah. That bell is still too bright, but I'll fix it later. So we have, does it stay the same panning all the way through? Let me see. Like for the strings. No, it doesn't. It does some cool stuff in here. So let me take this automation, and so the tough thing is that because we have some weird timing issues, I have to coordinate that with each of the notes. And actually what I can do is I can use the note panning to sort of make it, well no I can't, because this is a contact instrument. So let's see. Let me go all, like the weird timing stuff starts here, so Actually, no, it starts doing stuff with panning earlier on. So let's see, maybe it starts here. Yeah, it does. And that's weird. So it kind of shuffles in the middle of a note. And this, I can do this one just for a little bit better, more accurate stuff. So it does that in the middle of a note. Why? I don't recall it doing that. Like in the middle of the notes. See, like it doesn't even... Oh, because this one, I need to go by this one because the panning isn't. Like... Okay, but it's still going in the middle of a note. Let me see what's happening. If I can hear it. Okay, but it doesn't, none of this automation gets expressed, I think because of, I don't know what's going on, but if I go by the original, you can see that as it fades down, it starts to fade back to center. So let's try and play that. Let's let me see if I can get this on an automation. So learn MIDI CC automation. And then go down to the second general purpose knob, which is this one. See, now it takes it, it starts to do that, and then now we, for the most part, we want to have it at 0, and then when it starts going down, we want it to fade to 0. So let's coordinate that with right here. We start right here, and then it goes back down to 0 in 1 bar. Start at bar 4, and then it's going to go back down to center, which is halfway. And then it fades back up in 1 bar, I think. Yeah. And I think the attack on this is like very little, less than that. And someone put it, what put it back to 125 this time? I removed the automation. That's weird. I think I have it set to, that's weird. Something keeps pushing it back to 125, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what keeps doing that. It's not me. But anyway, so let's put the strings patch here, because or the strings channel here, because we're pretty much done with it. And we don't even need this because this is not going to line up. But we do need to know how long after that note plays does it go start with that whoosh effect. So this note ends here about half a step, and then 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps in, it starts to do the starts to go with the whoosh effect. But I think we can change. We can just kind of normalize that to 4 steps. I need the whoosh effect. It's not giving me the whoosh effect for some reason. I don't know what's going on with FL Studio right now. Oh yeah, because it takes. Let's just go. But it feels like it's more than that. Oh yeah, because I have it set to beat. So with like. And it ends right here, I think, and then 1 step, 1 step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's after the note starts. No, wait, that's after it ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be right here. So it'd be about right there. Let me put a time marker here. Cool. So now, then we have those bells that come in. And of course it's going to make me place the strings again just because I don't want to. The bells should be down here. Well, no, they can be up here. And for some reason now the timing is off again on the delay. I think actually that's the wrong timing. Yeah, it should play much more rapidly than that. And then this is going to be on loop for like ever. Let's give it 4 for now. So, yeah, so, now the hi-hat needs to be going to a, breathe, let's call this breathing, or breath for short. And let's call this one high strings. Now let's send this to the lead. Let's send it to reverb as well because I know it has reverb on it. Okay, so that all sounds good except for the bass. I need to put the bass right here. Cool. So now, and then once it gets to, it needs to, so let me just measure how much this is. This is like 150 cents. So it needs to go down to normal. So let me do Alt. No, it's not going to work. And that's not going to work because it's not going to let me do a finer increment. Let me see if shift works. No. So what I'm going to have to do is kind of go manually. Oh no, I think I can just go down. There we go. And now the bass is going to be normal when I go to paste some notes. So what I want to do next is move on to whatever this is going to be. So we have some other strings. They're both center. Then we have like some keys, which is actually the strings just without any attack. Cool, so to start off we have the first one has an attack. It comes in, and this one starts suddenly. It's just one note. Oh yeah, the whole thing kind of introduces itself. Gotcha. So what we have is, we have this. We start off with, I think, this one. Okay, and it's like, da, na, na. So let's copy these notes. Find first, well actually no, we can put it back in the strings thing. So we just have to have another synth string. So we actually have to have two more, because there's one for the attack and one for the, well no, actually the attack can be done with automation. So let's say that we're sending this to channel 2. So dun 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 dun. We're also going to make sure that it goes in time. And we're going to quantize that by doing this. And we're going to say, let's see, this is the second note. Done. So 2, 3. So it starts on 4. Why isn't it playing? Oh yeah, because I didn't change the channel. And I want this patch to fade out a bit. Like have an envelope that is not just actually no, yeah, they have an envelope that is not just release. Maybe 2 seconds. Yes, maybe a little bit longer than that even. Okay, so now we just want it to fade in. So to do that without disrupting those high strings that are already there, we have to go learn CC automation and go to generators and go to contact, Go all the way down to the general purpose controller number 3. And, oh wait, I see, the general purpose controllers are always set to channel 1, which is really stupid because Contact has no way of sending, or maybe it's FL Studio that just has no way. Maybe these are, maybe these go to channel 2. Let me find out. Let's see. Remove that. Learn MIDI sissy automation. And Contact. Go all the way down here to yeah, they have separate controllers. So let's go. But it's still not learning it. It's still only sending it to channel 3. So I have no idea what's going on. I think what I have to do is actually I think I have to do like a MIDI out. Have the port set to 2, and then set the Contact to receive inputs from port 2. And then remove this automation, and let's see if it recognizes the MIDI out. Oh wait, I also have to send it to channel 2. See if it recognizes that. I think it might have, because it's already starting to. Yeah, see, it's recognizing it now. So I found a workaround for it. So let's say that this one is going to be the other string, the sustained strings. And yeah, that it's going to go it's going to start at 0 and then come rushing in right here. Half a beat, because we want it to take half a beat to come in. That's weird. It's only letting me go. It's only going half of the. I think it thinks it's bipolar, so it's got to be. Let's see. That is weird. That's crazy. I think it thinks it's a bipolar. Let's see. It should already be linked to the controller, so let's see. Default. I think we have to go 2 times bigger increment. There we go. That's weird. It's not even letting me. I hate FL Studio's handling of MIDI stuff. Four times bigger? I don't think that's gonna help. 2 times smaller. Maybe it's has to take. No, that doesn't even work. That's crazy. So I think what I just need to do is have this be really loud. I think I need to up the velocity on this. I think I need to like use some kind of internal thing on Contact to make it really loud. Like this right here. There we go. But why isn't the other one playing? Oh, because I set the volume here really low when I was messing with stuff. And that one's still playing really quiet. See, this just needs to be set really... I think I said it really loud before and forgot about it. And the panning here should be... I think I messed up a lot of automation when I did this. Because the panning is not moving now. No, now it is moving. Oh yeah, that's right. It's supposed to start out center and then go all the way. Yeah, that's right. But I think I want a little more attack than that, because it's too much of a pop here. There we go, that'll do it. Yes. And then we have another part to that one, so let's go grab that. And this one, when does this one happen? Let me go by the note here. So, So this one happens, right, but so the first one happens on the fourth note, we got that right. Actually, a little before the fourth note. So let's see, we have a... It actually should happen a little before the fourth note, so the second note happens on the fourth note. So let's move the automation a bit over. There we go. Now the second line happens where? On and what is this? This, I think that's just the breath sound. Yeah. So this one happens on which note of the lower strings? And so this one's actually the lower mid strings. So let's call this mid strings. Now, second note happens on the this one hits the second, like the first, well, it's actually, this is an attack note, so this is technically the first note, but this one hits on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the 12th note. So that would be like the last note of the third bar, I believe, yeah. The last note of the third bar. So let's go and grab those notes. And then that's that introduction, that's that other thing. But we're not worried about, well actually let's grab this, no, because we want to sing that one up too. So let's grab just this note. Line it up with the last note of the third bar. Quantize it and let's take it down there, and we want to, okay, this one is going to be the other note. Wait, no, this one is. And actually this one should go in this, the other one should have gone, I should have put it in the MIDI CC thing, or the second MIDI thing. So this one's going to be a little bit before, and it's going to be, wait, let me make sure, am I doing this right? Because the notes are, but this note's a little later. Hold on. So, Okay, wait, there's something else before that. What is it? So it's da na na, and then we have this na na. So this happens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right before the 7th. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that one hits on the 8th note. So that would be A sharp. That would be A and G sharp. This is like na, na. And then we have to have that envelope again. We have to have the volume knob go down again. And I think we need that, okay, and I think we need, I want to take up the tension on this. Oh wait, that's LFO. So I want this to be, favor the louder parts more. Not that much though. Perfect. And I want the envelope to be shorter on this one. Not that short. We have a 2-second one. And maybe let's make these notes longer. Make it a little bit longer. Let's make this velocity lower, because I think those sounds were quieter. And now these notes sounded more like this part. So now let's quantize this. And this is going to be a whole octave below. Wait, and I think this was a whole octave lower too. Yes. Super Mario, let's see. What's that? What are you guys talking about? It's 91 degrees in New York. That makes sense. Oxycodone, please. I'm not a pharmacist, so, no. Lamp oil, rope, bomb. What are y'all talking about? Alright, so beautiful thing of the work of storing OCs. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Super Mario RPG restored when I don't like that game's OST, sorry. That is it's just really not my style. I cannot listen to that OST for like 6 hours straight. Thank you again, my dude. Thank you for coming. Nintendo presents Super Metroid. Hey. Alright, so we have this, and let's see. But I think that, yeah, that first note is longer. It's like a burn-in note. So let's have the envelope be longer as well. But we still have to do that tension thing. So, scale, and then, yeah. And then we need to fade it out again. Fade it back in during that first note. And then we have that boop boop beep. So for that part, now we just need this so that happens here. Da-na-na. Something like this. And da 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 dee. So this would be, let me copy this, and I'm going to put it in the strings section, but we need another strings patch because this one has no attack whatsoever. It's just like a key, it's just like a synth key. So this one will be here. I'm not really sure what note it starts on. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be like the second note of the fourth bar, I believe. Yeah. 14. The second note of the fourth bar. So, anyway, let me pull this closer. Baby, pull me closer in the backseat. Okay. So this is the middle of the fourth bar that it starts. So let's see. So bar 4. And then we need the other note in that. Da-da-da-dee. Like that, and then quantize it. And now all this needs to go to channel 3. also needs to be halftime. Now we need to take the envelope to, we need to take out all the attack. And resin, and release. But we still have that, oh wait, there was also, this whole time there's also, delay going on all these. So what we want to do is give each of these their own mixer track. And let's see. This is going to cool. So this is high strings. This is keys. And all these are going to go to, this one's going to go to accompaniment. This one will go to lead. And let me see, is all this reverberated? Those strings aren't, but they're going to need some reverb, so let me keep them there. But it's that last key part. No, that one had no reverb on it either, so I don't think that one was gonna should sound like it has reverb. Cool. And then we have another one of the actually, let me separate these two things. So let me clone this and say, okay, this one's not going to be here, nor is this one. And then this one's not going to have these. And now let me say that this is a direct repeat of the first one, so let me go. And I think this all happens over here, like one bar ahead, or one step ahead, so something like that. Cool, so that's a good start. First note pitch is a bit high. What? That's about as, like, if it goes any lower, it'll be the second note. Oh wait, maybe I got both of them wrong. Yeah, I did. Yes, thank you. cool. So let me actually, for the whoosh effects, I know we have some of that going on here in these channels. So this one we have another bass, I think. Oh, here we have another hi-hat, and let's see, what note is it? I think that should be this one right here. Yeah, this is track number 1, I guess. Well, no, these were also track number 1, so that's weird. But, yeah. So which track is this? This one's the first one, so that one's this. So the whoosh effects now have... So I think we can do this all in the same channel if we convert the whoosh effect, if we convert the pitch bends to note bends, because we have the length, we can calculate how much they go. So this is like 850 cents, which means that we have it's pretty much a note, 8.5 notes. So what I can do is say, well, no, I already have the thing going for this. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is just create a bunch of different of the instances of the hi-hat and put the pitch bend in a unique pitch bend in each of them. So quantize this, take it down about 3 octaves, I think, 4 maybe. It's probably going to need to go down 1 more octave. That would be this one right here, and the pitch bend is like this. Copy it over. And let's see. Remember that we also need to have this being like half time, so that means that we, let's see, how long does this go for? It goes for the full extent of the note, so it just needs to go all the way through the note. But the note is like this, so it means we've got it for 2 steps. And this is going to be, so 2 steps is going to be right here. Cool, that sounds about right. It also sounds pretty muffled, so what I'm going to do, but that's probably because of the frequency response. Filter cutoff. No, it's not. I also want to normalize all these things, so yeah. Cool, so that makes sense. Now we have that bass. Now because these notes are doubled up, the panning doesn't really make a difference if you don't have to do 2 notes. Oh wait, no, they're different, they're detuned. Okay, yeah, see, they're different, they're slightly different pitches. Oh no, they're octaves. Okay. They're octaves and they're detuned, I think, because an octave would be double this. Wait. Yeah, an octave would be double this, but it's not quite. Well, it's probably about double. It might be detuned a bit, but yeah. So let's go and grab that note. And I think, yeah. So essentially what happens to happen is I have to create 2 of these. I'd have to say, okay, so this one is the one, this one's the upper octave, I think. Hold on.